So Tamara, what do you think about tonight?
It was a great evening just to see all of those candidates talking and actually having the freedom to speak and share with the public what they really want to talk about.
Okay, and you came undecided,
I came
and
undecided.
you're leaving undecided.
I'm leaving undecided,
Okay.
but with a new energy because it was just great hearing their ideas.
Okay, who impressed you tonight the most?
All right, if you go through the list, each candidate in this race is valuable because they all bring something different to the table. You have Herman Cain with his business and economic expertise. He can really relate to those who are struggling in the industry. He's got good foundational ideas in that area. Then I think who is up next?
Bachman.
Michelle Bachman did a terrific job. She speaks, obviously she's got the intelligence information. She's a wealth of foreign policy information. If we're not dealing with those issues right now, what could be more at our forefront? But she relates to moms and dads on that very personal level. She's raised, what'd she say, 28 kids between her 23 and her 4 foster kids and her 5 biological kids. What more experience do you need at dealing with diversity, multiculturalism, all those isms that we have to deal with of the day? She's proven that she can do it and still be graceful and beautiful to boot. What a package we could deal with. Imagine how foreign policy could be with Michelle Bachman at the table, really just cordially talking it over with other leaders. Next up, who did we have next?
We had, Perry, thank you.
Rick Perry. It was nice to be able to hear Governor Perry just talk. Obviously, he made light of his past debate performances, but you could hear how he resonated with a lot of the audience and some of his ideas. We've seen in the recession at times that his economic ideas have worked, and so it was good to hear his policy and his ability just to communicate and connect with the crowd.
Okay, and then we had Gingrich.
Well, Newt Gingrich brought the house down. You
Okay.
can't help it. He understands the issues. He sees the crisis for what it is, and instead of shrinking back, he goes forward with a solution that is easily explained so that the public can comprehend it and then jump on board with him. And he ignited the crowd, but he invited them to join him, not for me, but with me. That's powerful because the mess we're in, it is going to take each and every one of us, and if we elect one person to go and fix it, we're going to be right back in the same boat.
Okay, and Ron Paul.
Ron Paul did a nice job. You know, everybody brings their own benefits and their own experience to the table. Ron really talked a lot about biblical stories tonight, as did Michelle Bachman. It was obviously the Faith and Freedom Coalition, but I think he connected on maybe a newer level with some of the people out there and his vast experience. He's been, as he said, in and out of the arena over the past couple of decades, and so it was good to hear his expertise as well.
And then Santorum.
Santorum, I felt so bad that he had to go last. Here's a guy who has been consistent on all the pro-life, pro-family issues all the way along. He doesn't wave banners. He just consistently, he's like that. Well, if you say the ant, consistently, God gives us that example, who does what is necessary, who is responsible and provides. That would be Santorum on our issues economically, socially. He talked about, was it the Iranian policy that he had tonight, that no one would come on board for a couple years and then it passed unanimously? So obviously he's got wisdom to see into the future where others need a little bit of prodding. But he had to go last, and I thought, why? Why does he have to go last? He never gets his fair shot in the debates, and now he has to go last. But again, his story, his very moving story when he was talking about the life of his son. And here's what I noticed. For many in the media, as soon as we started talking about those social issues that supposedly no one cares about but the right-wing conservatives, they all took their pads and pencils right away to take notes, even though these are non-issues, right? Except when Rick Santorum told that moving story, the place that had a quiet buzz all evening with side conversations hushed. He stole the hearts of everyone in the room, except the media, packed up their bags and left. They didn't want to hear the truth of a moving story of the power of a life that deserves to be lived to the fullest, even if it's just a short 10-day, 20-day period.
Question, who's on your short list?
On my short list, obviously Santorum's been with us. He's been right on the social issues. He's proven himself on the sponsoring of the welfare bill. If people want to talk about being fiscally conservative, there's your proof in the pudding right there that you can fix things by fixing them first socially and then second fiscally. Michelle Bachmann, right up there, bats it out of the park. She consistently, for the media that refuses to give her the credit she deserves, refuses to give her the brain power that she obviously has, she did a great job again tonight. She is consistent as well and really working the state, as is Rick Santorum. Next, Perry, you know, you have to just take a guy at his word. He says why he got into this race. When you speak to him, as I got a chance to do early on, one-on-one, I appreciated the humility that I see there for a state the size of Texas that's accomplished what it has.
Okay.
You have to appreciate that as well. Newt Gingrich, what can you say? Personal baggage or no, the guy hits it out of the park. He is a political genius, and right now we are in a crisis. And Newt has a plan, and it would be nice to have that leadership. What was it he so aptly said when they asked the question on how would you differ from the current administration? He said, "Where's the question? This administration is anti-business.
Yeah.
It's anti-life.
Yeah.
It's anti-family. It's anti-constitution." Newt nailed it, and he does it succinctly, and you saw the crowd's reaction.
Yep. Thank you very much.